What's going on, everybody? Today we are going on a game hunt and I've got some stuff to sell here and we're just going to see what we can pick up with the money we get. So just going to quickly show you what we have to trade or sell. So I've got this stack of PS4 games and maybe like the odd PS5 game in there. And now we've got this tin of Pokemon cards. I found this in like storage that I had at home. I did collect these years ago, so I know there's a shop that's really interested in just buying loads of these, so hopefully we might have some hidden gems in this that are worth money. But yeah, let's get on to seeing what we get in trading and cash for these and go on a hunt.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Come On Damn Console. Today we're going on a little game hunt. You saw from the little introduction kind of shaky footage of me in my work staff room talking about how I had a stack of games to trade in and I had a tin of Pokemon cards that a local shop of mine buy off you. I went out that day and I wanted to trade stuff in and sell those cards. Let's go to my local CEX, trade that stuff in, see what we get on a voucher and see if there's anything we can grab for the collection. Let's do it.
Get the films and games you want from CEX.
It's called CEX, you dick. So we are at the PS2 section, as you do, just looking at stuff. Blood Omen 2 is definitely a game that I want for the collection. Keep forgetting that game is out on the PS2, to be honest with you. Most of the Legacy of Kain games I do want to get for the collection because they're awesome. A lot of them are quite, especially the first Blood Omen is pretty pricey as far as I'm aware. Dark Alliance 2, definitely one for the collection that I want, but I'm not sure if I'm going to pick that up this time round. We've got Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. Definitely want the Midnight Club games in the collection. They're really underrated Rockstar Racing series. In my opinion, they're pretty decent and they're definitely something that I want for the collection. Street Fighter Alpha Anthology is quite a pricey one there, £22. SNK versus Capcom at £20. Soul Calibur 3 is on the list, but there's 2 copies here in my local CX. I didn't have manuals, so I had to pass on those because I would have got them otherwise, unfortunately, but it's the way of it. Shadow the Hedgehog, definitely a game for the Sonic collection. Consider that one in the future. The Warriors, a game I already have, creeping up in price, that one, a great Rockstar title. We're on to the Xbox 360 section. Blue Dragon is one on the list, a really underrated Final Fantasy-esque turn-based RPG, and we've got Burnout Revenge, definitely one for the collection for me in the future anyway. I've got the PS2 version. Another racing classic, Blur, so underrated. It's like Mario Kart but with real cars. It's pretty cool. We've got these cool double packs. I kind of miss those little double packs. They're pretty cool. Bioshock and Oblivion there. Some cool double packs out there that you can find. Beautiful Katamari, a game that I do kind of want a little bit, but not with a printed cover, unfortunately. Condemned 2, a game that I sold a little while ago that I kind of regret selling, to be honest. I kind of wish I kept it in the collection, but we all make mistakes here and there, I suppose, in our collecting habits. And when we're purging collections, I suppose we can, think differently at the time that we don't want a game, and then we sell it, and then we realise maybe I should have kept that game because damn it, I kind of want it now. Here's a game, Gun. It's getting up in price big time. It's £22. I expect that to keep rising as well for 360, which is a game that I recommend picking up right now if you can. Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning at £2. I recommend the 360 original over the remaster. I think the remaster is pretty terrible. Another cool double pack, Pure and Lego Batman. Man, these double packs were quite cool back in the day. Don't usually get them as often now. You might get games from the same series as like multi packs, but not random 2 double packs. We're on the GameCube section. Superman Sunshine is a game I'm woefully missing from the collection that will probably be rectified at some point. Project Number 3, a really weird Capcom game when they were doing the Capcom 5, when they had exclusive titles for the Wii, for the GameCube. Beautiful Joe is a great 2D beat 'em up. You got Godzilla Destroy All Monsters. I have that game. It's great. If you like Godzilla, it's a quintessential Godzilla game. We got Bully for the Wii, a game I want for the collection. It didn't have the manual though, so I gave it a miss, unfortunately. I've heard good things about this game. I've never watched the animated show, but Batman the Brave and the Bold is meant to be a cool 2D beat 'em up. A pretty good one, apparently, according to a lot of videos I've seen on YouTube. Yeah, these games, I didn't really care for them in my previous video, Mario and Sonic Olympic games, but like I'm kind of warming up to the idea of getting those. Some really cool videos on YouTube, really passionately talking about how fun they are. So they might be, you know, a change of opinion in the future for those, maybe. As you can see from our local CEX, had a wide variety of stuff in there. A lot of stuff I was umming and ahhing about on the shelves. Yeah, we got £66 on a voucher from that trading, those PS4 games. Great trading value there for those, I think. And we also got £30 in cash from the Pokemon cards that I sold to the shop. So we've got about £96 to trade in, well, about £96 to play with. So what did we pick up in CEX with the voucher? Now, I was planning to have a splurge and spend all of that money in one sitting, but I've become more and more selective of what games I pick up for the collection. This time round, I only kind of picked up 4 titles that I wanted for the collection. Without further ado, let's get to the pickups. The first pickup is there's basically a theme to these pickups. The first pickup in this video is to add to my Sonic the Hedgehog collection. I want to get all the Sonic games for PS2 and the 360. I've completed the Wii set, which is really awesome. I do also want to get the completed set for GameCube. I've got most of them for the GameCube as it is, but the game I picked up from CEX is Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm very excited for the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 film that's coming out. That also features Shadow the Hedgehog. So I thought, as I'm hyped for that movie, I'll get the game that Shadow had of his own game. I've heard this game is the ultimate edgelord experience. I don't know why Shadow the Hedgehog would have a gun or a rocket launcher or whatever he's holding in his hand there. I don't understand it. I've heard this game is so bad it's good. Like it's a bad Sonic game, but it's fun because it's like so weird where you're like shooting enemies and you're being a super like woe is me edgelord in it. But yeah, I had to add this to the collection. It was £8 in CEX. I don't really see it very often actually, to be fair, on PS2, complete with manual. Yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog, had to add it to the Sonic the Hedgehog collection. This is where we get to 2 titles that, well, there's 3 in the series. There's 3 on this system anyway, of this series. In my previous video, talking about subsets, I said that I had no intention of getting these games for the Wii. I literally, in bold letters, said no thanks to them. But since then, I've watched a couple of videos on them, and the person in the video kind of sold them to me, and he was basically saying how much joy and how fun they were to play solo or with friends. And I grew up on the international track and field games on PS1, so I've got some kind of like fondness for the Olympic games as such in terms of video game form. So I caved, guys. I had the voucher, I caved, and I picked up Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. I know you can change your mind on stuff, man. Maybe like something, you know, when you look at something and you think not for me, but when you see somebody talk about the game in such a passionate way, and it may change your perspective on it. And this game actually looks really fun. From the footage and the way the guy was talking about it. And I've had lots of fun in the past, you know, as a kid with international track and field. And, you know, even when my parents decided to buy a Wii back in like 2007, because they wanted to do the Wii Fit thing, which lasted for about 2 weeks, I had fun with like stuff like Wii Sports. You know, we all had fun with Wii Sports. So I thought it was like, I think this was like a £4. I was like, you know what? Just get it, Jason. Just get it. Have a bit of fun. Have a bit of fun with it. Complete with manual. Yeah. So that was Mario and Sonic Olympic Games. I said I didn't want them, and then all of a sudden, something changed my mind, and now I wanted it. So yeah, that is that. To follow that up, I got the follow-up for that actually. I've got Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympic Games. I thought this might add a little bit more of a difference to the proceedings of the other game, and give us something a bit more interesting with more kind of winter sports like ice hockey and skiing and snowboarding, I'm assuming. I don't know, ice skating and stuff like that. So I thought, you know what, I'll get this variant of it, and we'll get these 2. So that is Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympic Games. So that might be a fun one as well. So those were the 2 Wii titles for Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. The last game in this video, I know this is kind of, I had quite a lot of voucher, but I didn't pick up much this time around. Like I said, I wanted to focus more on titles that I'm looking to have in the collection, or titles that I've changed my mind on that I want in my collection now, rather than not wanting it in the past. But I do, as you see, the theme here in this video is Sonic the Hedgehog. I had to get this one for the 360 collection. Sonic Generations is probably one of the best Sonic games ever made. It's one of my favourites. You're jumping between modern Sonic and the classic 2D Sonic of the times gone by kind of thing. Yeah, really great game. Recreates old stages really well, both in the 2D playing and in the 3D stages. It's very, very cool. Had to get this one. The only downside from my CEX is that it had the mismatched disc, but I don't really, not too bothered. I can just get over that a little bit, I suppose. But yeah, I kind of have to ignore my OCD with that and just deal with it. But yeah, I had to add this one for the Sonic collection. That's Sonic Generations. It's a great starting point for my Sonic the Hedgehog 360 collection. Definitely want to get the other titles as well. So that is Sonic Generations. That's the final game for this video. It's weird because I generally thought this video was going to be much bigger. I thought I was going to find some more big hitters for the collection. Actually add more stacks of titles in there with the money I got for those Pokemon cards and the voucher for those trade-ins. I've since traded more stuff in. So I've got even more vouchers now as well. I went to my other local CEX. I did film in there, but I'm deciding not to use the footage because I didn't buy nothing in there. So it's kind of a wasteful bit of footage, really. That's the thing. Like, I had this plan. I was hoping to find some good shit. Sometimes you just don't find nothing you want, and I feel it's healthy for me and my collection. This is literally the space I have for my collection, is this shelf. So I'm running out of space quite quickly. So I'm trying to be more selective of what I want in the collection and not just buy stuff for the sake of a video like I was kind of planning for this one. But I kind of pulled it back, scaled it back, and made it more about titles that I want. And in this video, it's Sonic focused, and we got 4 titles for the Sonic collection. Really happy about it. It's awesome. But it does mean that I probably will have another game hunt episode very soon, because I've still got voucher to hunt for stuff. So those are the 4 titles I've picked up in today's game hunt. Like I said, this episode could have been much bigger than it really was, but I thought, why not, focus on titles you want rather than just buy any old crap because it looks cool, because you want to fill the video out with loads of pickups. I think sometimes having a video with like loads of pickups can be a bit tiring to maybe the viewer, and also for me when I've got to edit and add footage and stuff like that. But anyway, you can see this is me being lazy, but I'm trying to really be careful with what I pick up and buy games that I will be proud to see on the shelf and be happy to play when I have time to play them. But these are the titles. They're all Sonic focused, and yeah, really happy about that. Massive Sonic fan, as I said before, so gonna continue to build this Sonic collection and have an awesome Sonic collection overall. But yeah, as always guys, let me know your thoughts on these games in the comments down below, and as always, let's continue to build a Sonic the Hedgehog collection.